Hey folks, Days Fun here, bringing you some GoldenEye 007 on the Wii as well, with me, of course, Daisy Fun. No, I'm just kidding with ya folks. You know, I love to mess with ya always. Um, this game right here was pretty decent, like it. Actually, it was a golden gun match that we had using the golden gun. That's pretty challenging of people cheese they have to get. I would like to see more people doing golden gun without golden gun. You know, it doesn't make sense on the word golden gun without golden gun. How could that make sense? It's by patient and wise. Yeah, take your time, and you will find out. Yeah, I'm just kidding. The way, you know, I do it for fun, you know, I just mess around having fun. There's a guy actually on my list, I think he came out in the game. He's pretty a good player, by the way, he's really good. And a nice guy, by the way, he's really cool, like it. All I can say is this. Should I get a PS3 as well, or a 3DS? That's the question, pretty silly, asking you guys. I know, it sounds funny. I'm just wondering, do you guys think I should get a 3DS or a PS3? Because I used to love, well, back in the last generation, I used to get a PS2 and a GameCube, okay? And PS2 having a lot of titles on PS2. I cannot say anything wrong about the PlayStation 2. I mean, the PlayStation 2 was actually pretty quite good, and I like the titles on the PlayStation. You know, the PS2 if you prefer more to say the PS2. Yeah, PS2. It's pretty gonna be more simple, you know. I like the PS2 titles games because they were fun, and I like that. This is probably the only thing I was enjoying about Sony console himself. And I'm not sure if Sony games are actually pretty good, you know, and this is the question I want to know. Is Sony games are actually good too, you know? I know it sounds funny for some people, but I just wondering if it's good or not, you know? So this is my thought, and the 3DS on the side. I used to get a 3DS. I used to get DS Lite, and this is pretty much this. I used to get a lot of good titles, but I don't remember if I have a lot of them again. I mean, I love the DS games because, you know, by the time I was stopping playing my DS for a while. But the thing is this: should I get the 3DS as well, because they got a lot of good titles out there. I would like to get the Zelda game for sure. Good titles, others. Don't know. There's Metal Gear Solid. There's no Zelda. Majora's Mask coming out maybe. Like that's probably early 2012 maybe. Who knows? Maybe in the future. Thing is, yeah, could be nice to get like, you know. Well, I know there's a few good titles coming on the 3DS. I should probably waiting and check it out. But this is my fault. Probably I should get PS3 and 3DS together, maybe could be better. Besides that, I don't want to know about Microsoft. I'm not a huge fan of Microsoft, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's because they totally kill Rare. I know it sounds funny. Who's Rare? It's a company. It's a studio used to making GoldenEye. You know, the first GoldenEye game. Remember, everyone with the air. It's Rare. And Microsoft just buying Rare Studio from Nintendo, and they're coming out to Microsoft, to their own company, of course, because Rare was Microsoft from the beginning. So what they did is they did a lot of good games on Nintendo, and they stopping after the 360 launch, just doing a Perfect Dark Zero game, and it did a remake of Perfect Dark. It wasn't good at all, pretty much. Perfect Dark Zero, in my opinion, but it was not a good sequel, but okay, you know, just okay. Wasn't it great? It was just okay. Thing is, it kind of kills the feeling of a lot of gamers believing Rare just left to. They don't left. It's just the problem is they get selling by Microsoft. Microsoft is the cause of it. Don't thinking Rare is the cause of it. It's the cause of Microsoft, and this is why I hate Microsoft, because they got a lot of good titles. They got Activision, they got Studio 345, they got Bungie, they got good first-person shooter. Well, 360 does only for first-person shooter. It's a fantasy console for first-person shooters. Only for first-person shooter could buy a 360. I'm a gamer. I'm not asking to be a first-person fanboy. I'm just asking to play a few bit first-person shooter, because every title's first-person shooters are always on the 360, which it's pretty sad from my opinion. So yeah, I'm not sure about buying that. No, I'm not gonna buy a Microsoft console. That's for sure. Trust me, I don't like that. It's just, you know, I blame Microsoft for it, so no, thank you. I don't want to play garbage game, from my opinion. So, yeah, I'm thinking about probably getting a 3DS. You know, maybe. Well, yeah, I should wondering if they're gonna do another 3DS, because, you know, probably because, you know, they're gonna make another one with the other pack, because actually they make a new pack because they're rushing the 3DS way too much. So, look, it doesn't matter. You know, it happens. So, I don't know, PS3, 3DS, Zelda, or Modern Warfare 3. Anyway, leave your comments below the comments. Leave the comments below the video, of course. Feel free to wondering or asking. I'm just kidding. You know, at least, you know, pass a good weekend with your friends and have a nice one. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.